week. I'm going to transport you now to places the MSM don't dare to go. The real world with Lee Anderson. And earlier tonight, Nigel Farage hit out at NatWest after it emerged that ex-CEO Dame Alison Rose will receive a £2.4 million severance payment after resigning in disgrace following the debanking scandal. Watch.
No, I thought to begin with, perhaps it was some form of sick joke. After all, think about what she did. She broke client confidentiality by telling the BBC's business editor at a dinner that I was a customer of Coutts Bank.
A NatWest spokesman said, like other employees, when an investigation outcome is pending, Alison is currently receiving her fixed pay, while no decision on her remuneration will be taken until the relevant investigations are complete. But Lee, shouldn't she do the honourable thing and just refuse the money?
Well, she should do the honourable thing, Dan, but is she an honourable person? I think not. I mean, here's a woman who's basically had a pop at Nigel. She's got his bank account stopped. She dished, not the dirt, but she spoke about things that she shouldn't have spoke about.
Using the BBC to do
Using the BBC to do it. And now we're here, she's going to get paid £2.4 million. It's disgraceful. She should do the right thing, do the honourable thing, and give that money back, or just refuse that money. But I don't think she's an honourable person. And, you know, there's going to be people out there watching this tonight thinking, my goodness, how can she get away with this?
Totally sickened by it, indeed. Now, look, Sadiq Khans' deputy, can you believe this? Shirley Rodriguez has urged scientists to alter a Lancet study showing London's ULEZ actually has no impact on children's health. So isn't it now getting to the point, Lee, where unless Slippery Starmer actually disowns Khan, he has no credibility?
I think Khan at the moment, Dan, is a law unto himself in London. We know the evidence he's been providing to get away with this ULEZ expansion. We know it's dodgy. It's a cash grab. He's doing everything he can to rob the people of London and out of London. And now we've got the proof that he's been at it. He's been cooking the books. This man is a disgrace to this country and a disgrace to our capital. And I hope that Susan Hall, our mayoral candidate, our brilliant mayoral candidate, digs her heels in and gets rid of this idiot next year.
And she has pledged to scrap
Good.
ULEZ expansion. Obviously, both sides of the story on GB News. A spokesperson for Khan said the ULEZ analysis from the engineering department at Imperial only paints a partial picture, not accounting for the full lifetime impact of the scheme and only focusing on its immediate impact around its launch. It is commonplace for academic experts to disagree with how other academic studies are interpreted, as was the case here. Now, Lee, another big moment of the week. Can you believe these folk who decided to use the blonde-haired, blue-eyed makeup of the Lionesses to criticise the team rather than actually embracing their wonderful achievement in terms of getting to the World Cup final?
You know what, Dan, when these scouts, when these selectors are picking the team, they go out and watch the best teams, they watch the best players, and I'm fairly sure that when they're looking at these footballers, whether it's men or women, they look at the best footballers. They're not bothered what colour hair they've got, what colour eyes, what colour their skin. They pick the best players. These idiots that keep coming on at every single sporting event talking about diversity and equality. Oh, I mean, where are they when we're looking at the relay team?
Well, you tweeted that,
yeah,
didn't
I tweeted that. Yeah, the women's relay team.
There we go.
You know,
and I look at that and I just think the best are British.
Yeah, all black ladies. Who gives a monkey?
Yeah.
What colour they are, mate? Seriously, who gives a toss?
Because you want the best.
The best of British are there representing our country. That's all we want.
But by the way, when you actually crunch the numbers, the representation of black women in the Lionesses is actually 3 times the overall population anyway. So there's no issue here anyway. There's actually over-representation of black women in the Lionesses, which is great. So people are looking for an issue.
Yeah.
In fact, they're trying to stoke a race.
I think what it is, Dan, there has been an influx of stupidity in this country, and these people that we're talking about at the moment, they're representative of this. I think they lay awake at night thinking of the most ridiculous thing they can say the following morning. They need to shut up, let our brilliant women get on with winning football tournaments. That's what they need to do, and support them.
Now, this was an important one. The Institution of Economic Affairs has warned that Labour's plans for tougher LGBT hate speech laws actually risk aiding censorship and attacking liberal values. Now, that's because it claims the likes of Stonewall and Mermaids prove that transgender activists do not aim to win the debate, but rather prevent the debate from occurring. So do you think a Starmer government could actually spark the end of free speech in Britain?
The Labour Party, Dan, I mean, I've been in the Labour Party, as you know, they do not like free speech. The only speech they like is when you're agreeing with what they're saying. They're not a broad church, as they claim to be. If they do not like something you say, whether it be on this issue or any other issue, they will close you down as soon as possible. This is quite despicable, you know, and I fear for this country, if a Starmer government, slippery Starmer government gets in, they will shut down free speech. I've been in Labour meetings when you say something they don't disagree with, they pile on you straight away. It's wicked, it's evil, and we need to be very, very careful, very careful.
And a Labour Party spokesperson said this is nonsense from the organisation that created the blueprint for Liz Truss's disastrous kamikaze budget, which crashed the economy and saddled working people with a mortgage bombshell. Now, look, finally, Lee, Tory London mayoral candidate, you mentioned her earlier,
yeah.
Susan Hall, good woman. She's clashed with the Labour loudmouth David Lammy for calling the Notting Hill Carnival, which takes place this bank holiday Monday, as dangerous. But actually, is she right that it should be moved from its traditional location to prevent a wave of violence?
Well, look, Dan, I think last year we had somebody fatally stabbed. We had about 70 police officers injured, over hundreds of arrests. It's a dangerous event. It's not the caring, loving, free event what we had 20, 30 years ago. It's actually quite dangerous. And here we have a woman, a great candidate, who's coming up with solutions to make this event a safer event, not just for the public, for the London public. And we've got Lammy. I mean, what's his solution? All he wants is more of the same. He needs to shut up, he needs to keep his nose out and let Susan... Seriously, he does.
I agree.
What an absolute idiot.
I agree. Shut up, David Lammy.
Shut up, David.
Lee Anderson, back Friday night, 7 p.m. for more of The Real World. You know you want it.